So, welcome to Monday evening. We're going to focus this evening on some balance. So, we're going to think about starting on our mat standing. I'll just give everyone just a couple of minutes here to see if anyone wants to join me this evening. So, we'll just go to our mat. We're going to stand to get started tonight. Oh, hello. So maybe we're going to take a minute and just as a mantra, use the mantra, I choose to be happy. Something you can think about throughout practice today. Hi Liz. Hey Aunt Pat. You kind of think about that throughout your practice. So we're going to do a little bit of balance this evening. So I'm just going to make my way to my mat. We're going to start standing. Maybe just bring your feet about hip width apart, maybe 2 fist widths apart. Stand up nice and tall, your hands at your sides. Just kind of focus on your spine being nice and long. Let your eyes be closed. Let your shoulders relax. Maybe your jawline's relaxed. And focus on the weight on your feet. Maybe you're floating a little bit front to back, as you're just kind of finding where your balance is today. Start to deepen your breath. Take some nice long, slow inhales, long, slow exhales. Really notice that long spine right up through your crown. Feel the light come out of your crown. Let's take a nice deep inhale with your nose. Exhale with your mouth. Let it all out. Inhale, reach your arms up nice and high. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reach it up, come up nice and high. Exhale, fold. From here, take your hands to your shins. Inhale to a nice flat back. Exhale, fold. Allow your head to hang here just briefly. Inhale, rise up, reach your arms up nice and high. Exhale, take your hands down through heart center. Maybe 2 more times we'll do our half sun salutation. Inhaling, reaching your arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come to a nice flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise up, reach your arms up nice and high. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come to a nice flat back. Exhale, fold. And inhale, rise up, reach your arms up nice and high. And exhale, take your hands down through heart center. Stand nice and tall. Feet firm into your mat. Here we'll inhale, reach your arms up high, and as you exhale, hands come to your heart center. Come down to your chair pose. We're going to sit it down, doesn't have to be very far. Keep your shoulders back. Plant your left foot nice and firm, and just gently, see if you can lift your right foot up off the floor. And then exhale, fold. Foot comes to the floor. You allow yourself to fold. Inhale, rise up. Reach your arms up nice and high. Exhale, fold. Take your fingertips down through to the floor. Take your right foot. Step it back to your toes. Lower your right knee to the floor. Find your balance. And when you're ready, inhale, come into your half crescent. Just really notice that stretch through that front hip flexor. Let your shoulders relax. We'll exhale, fold. Take your fingertips back through to the floor. Turn your back toes. Lift your knee up off the floor. Come into your high lunge and just push through your heel. And then when you're ready, let's step back through the top of your mat. We'll inhale through to a nice flat back. Exhale, fold. Maybe you'll just stay here for just a little bit. Maybe take a bind on your ankles or your elbows. You decide how generously you want to bend your knees. Release that bind. Inhale, rising up, reaching your arms up nice and high. Exhale, take your hands back down to your heart center. And just taking a minute, planting those feet firm into your mat. Inhale, reach your arms up nice and high. As you exhale, bring your hands to your prayer. Come back through into your chair pose. So take a minute, root your right foot in this time, nice and strong. Keep your tummy in. Maybe those hips tilt a little forward. Then if you can, take the left foot, lift it up off the floor. Just to start to your balance. Exhale, foot comes to the floor, fold forward. Inhale, rise up, reach your arms up high to the sky. Exhale, swan dive, nice fold. Inhale to a flat back. Exhale, hands through the floor, step your left foot back this time. Lowering that knee to the floor. Take a minute, root in nice and strong. Now when you're ready, inhale, rise up, reach up high. Let your shoulders be relaxed. Don't let them come up to your ears. Your jawline be continually relaxed. And be aware of your breath, your practice. Exhale, fold forward. Take your hands through to the floor. Turn your back toes under and lift that knee up off the floor. Just allow a good stretch through that heel. Feet well planted. And then when you're ready, step through to the top of your mat. Inhaling to a nice flat back. Exhale, fold. Allow your head to hang here. Maybe take a little bind if you choose. Releasing that bind, inhale, rise up. Reach your arms up high to the sky. Exhale, take your hands down through heart center. Just take a minute again. Let's root those feet in nice and firm. Find that strength through your feet. Inhale, reach your arms up high. So we're going to exhale, fold. Inhale, come through to a flat back. And exhale, hands come through to the floor. Step back through to your downward facing dog. Reach that tailbone up nice and high, and then maybe just kind of walk out that dog. Just get you moving a little bit of balance on this Monday. Come back in through center. Reach your tailbone up nice and high to the sky. Take a nice deep inhale with your nose. Exhale with your mouth. So inhale, come up on your toes. Let's bend those knees. Just generously. Good. Exhale, push back through into your downward facing dog. Inhale, come up high on your toes. Lower those knees to a little hover. Exhale, push that tailbone up nice and high in the sky. On your inhale, come up high on your toes. We'll exhale, walk or step to the top of your mat. Inhale, come through to a nice flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise up, reach your arms up nice and high. And then exhale, take your hands down into heart center. Take just a minute here, root your feet in nice and strong. Find your awareness of the weight in your feet as you ground yourself. Take a nice deep inhale with your nose. Exhale with your mouth. Maybe bring your hands through to your hips for a little balance start. Take your left foot rooted in nice and strong. From here, we're going to either kickstand, lower leg or upper leg, whatever version of tree pose works for you here. If you choose, reach your arms up nice and high. Your shoulders be relaxed. On your exhale, take your hands to heart center. Bring that knee up front. If you can dorsiflex that foot, just noticing that balance onto your left foot. When you're ready, exhale, we're going to step it back. Come to our toes if we can, and reach up into our crescent lunge. Find that strength in your body. Exhale, bring your hands back down to heart center. I'm going to step back through the top of your mat and just kind of give it a little shake out. Good. Awesome. Replant your feet nice and firm into your mat. This time your right foot, plant it nice and firm. Maybe your hands come to your hips just to help your balance. Try to keep them nice and square. And then when you're ready, maybe kickstand, lower leg or upper leg, coming into your tree pose. If you choose, your arms can come up high. Be aware of your practice today. On your exhale, take your hands to heart center. If you can, take that knee up in front. If not, you can always tap that toe down. Find your balance. On an exhale, push that foot through, come through to your toe joints, and rise up into your crescent lunge. Really notice that stretch. Push through that back heel. Bring those glutes and hams together. On your exhale, it's fold forward. This time take your hands to the floor and step back through to your downward facing dog. Reach that tailbone up nice and high to the sky. So from here on an inhale, see if you can take your right leg up high to the sky. So from here, you can stay right here if you choose, or maybe you come to your left fingertips, or see if you can hover that left hand just a little bit for balance. If you can't, you fall, that's fine. And then when you're ready, gently bring that foot back through to the floor and that hand. Maybe just walk it out a little bit. Good. Come back in through center. And then on your next inhale, let's take the left leg up this time. So if you want to stay right here, perfectly fine. Maybe you can just come to your fingers on your right hand, or maybe you can gently lift that hand up. When you're ready, bring that hand and foot back through to the floor. Stretch it out. And your inhale, come up high on your toes. Let's float through to your plank position. Good. We'll exhale, lower all the way to the floor. Inhale, come into a baby cobra. Exhale, fold down. Inhale, come into a little baby cobra. Exhale, lower down. This time, inhale, come up into your baby cobra. Really push the top of those feet into the floor. Tighten your bum muscles. See if you can lift your hands up off the floor. And then exhale, lower down. When you're ready, turn your toes back under. Hands come just behind your shoulders. And then when you're ready, we're going to lift back up into a plank. Doesn't matter if you come chest, knees, however you come up. Good. And then exhale, come through into your downward facing dog. On your inhale, let's come up high on our toes. And exhale, walk or step or hop to the top of your mat. Inhale, come through to a nice flat back. Exhale, fold. And then inhale, rise up. Reach your arms up high to the sky. Exhale, take your hands down through heart center. Again, let's plant our feet firm into our mat. Notice that strength, that grounding. Catch your breath. Take a nice deep inhale with your nose. Exhale with your mouth. Let all that air out. Inhale into that happiness. Exhale, let any negativity go. From here, let's plant that left foot again, nice and firm into our mat. Inhale, reach your arms up high. Exhale, hands come through heart center. Come back down into your chair pose. Find that balance. This time, if you can, take the weight to your left foot and then lift that right foot up off the floor. Good. Inhale, rise up. Try to bring your arms up high. That knee can come up high or toes can touch down. Exhale, we're going to step back, come into our warrior two. Beautiful. Reach it out long. Really notice that front knee directly over your ankle. When you're ready, let's come through into our peaceful warrior. Inhale, come through into your warrior two. We're going to exhale, windmill your arms, come back into a crescent lunge. And exhale, fold forward. So bring your right hand to the floor. And inhale, bring your left arm up to the sky into a nice little twist. Notice your breath. On your exhale, take your hand back through to the floor. Take the weight to that front foot, and we're going to lift up into a little standing splits. So see if you can walk. Maybe you take a hand Pull yourself in nice and tight, or both fingertips on the floor. Maybe dorsiflex that foot. So you can stay right here if you choose. Or maybe you'll walk those fingertips out just a little ways. Here you can stack your hips, and then maybe we'll come into that half moon, reaching those fingertips up nice and high. Maybe you have balance today, maybe you don't. You have a block, you can always use a block. And on an exhale, take those fingertips to the floor. We're going to take that right foot behind your left. And on an exhale, just fold forward. If you have to bend your knees generously, that's fine. Inhale, come through to a nice flat back. And then gently take that foot back through to the floor. Inhale, come through to a nice flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise up, reach up your hands nice and high. And exhale, take your hands down through heart center. And then just take a minute and readjust on your mat. Maybe you have to wiggle out a little bit. Reset your feet firm into your mat. Reset your core. Adjust that core so it's tilting that pelvis forward just a little bit. Inhale, reach your arms up nice and high. Exhale, hands come through heart center. You come down into your chair pose. So sit it down. Root that right foot in this time nice and strong. Now when you're ready, maybe that left foot comes up off the floor. You have to tap the toes down for balance. That's fine. Find what version works for you. Inhale, reach up. See if you can bring that knee up in front if you can, or the toes can remain on the floor. Relax your shoulders. Relax your jawline. Take in another inhale and step it back into your warrior two. Beautiful. Exhale, come through to your peaceful warrior. Inhale, come back through into your warrior two. On your exhale, turn your toes, windmill your hands up high to the sky into your crescent lunge. We'll exhale, fold forward. This time you're going to take that left hand to the floor and inhale the right arm up to the sky into a nice little twist. On your exhale, take the fingers back through to the floor. Walk them up just a little bit. Weight comes to your right leg and bring that left leg high to the sky into your standing splits. Think about keeping the hips square right now so your leg won't go quite as high usually. Flexing that foot. And then stay right here if you choose, or take the weight to your right hand. Stack those hips on top of one another, and maybe you can bow and arrow the left arm up to the sky. Only if it's in your practice today. On your exhale, bring those fingertips back through to the floor, and take the left foot, bring it just behind your right foot. Inhale, come through into a half back. And then exhale, fold. Fold to whatever works for you. You can generously bend your knees or bring them straighter. Inhale, come to a half back. Release that foot back through to the top of your mat. Inhale through to a nice flat back. Exhale, fold. Take your hands to the floor. Step back through to your downward facing dog. Always be completely aware of your practice, your variations today. We'll inhale, come up high to our toes. If you choose, we'll exhale, lower down, knees, chest, or chin. Inhaling through to a nice up dog. Exhale, turn your toes downward facing dog. Always know, follow your practice, your breath. So then rooting your right hand in nice and firm. If you can, take your left hand, cross it over, little twist. If you're really good, you might be able to lift that left foot up off the floor. Totally up to you. And then when you're ready, take your hand back through to the mat. Push your tailbone up nice and high. Releasing the right hand, see if you can take that twist towards your left ankle. Inhaling, releasing that hand back, come back through into your downward facing dog. Inhale, come up high on your toes. Exhale, walk or step to the top of your mat. Inhale through to a flat back. Exhale, fold. Generously bend your knees and inhale, rise up. Reach your arms up nice and high. And exhale, take your hands down through heart center. When you're ready, take your hands to your sides into mountain pose. Let your shoulders relax, let your jawline be relaxed. Just really root your feet in strong. Close your eyes. Take a nice deep inhale with your nose. Exhale with your mouth. Letting all tension, all anxiety release from your body. Checking in to see where you're at right now. Then gently open your eyes. We're going to take the left foot and root it in nice and strong. So from here, let's bend our right foot. Take your hand, if you can, to the inside by your big toe, kind of at the ball of that foot. That toe. Good. So you can stay right here if you choose. Or inhale, reach your left arm up high. And exhale, come through into your dancer pose. Push that foot against your fingers. Reach it out long. Release that bind. Inhale. Bring your hands to your hips and your knee up front if you can. And exhale, cross that ankle over your thigh and come into a little chair pose. So you can choose to stay right here, or maybe you can reach the floor, come into a little standing pigeon. If you have blocks, they can help. Or maybe a chair there. Whatever you need here. Inhale, release that leg, bring it back through to the floor. Through to a nice half back. Exhale, fold. Bend your knees generously. Inhale, rise up. Reach your arms up high to the sky. And exhale, take your hands down through heart center. So again, maybe shake them out a little bit. And where you root in nice and strong. When you come back through center, refocus. Take a nice deep inhale with your nose. Exhale with your mouth. So we're going to plant the right foot this time, nice and firm into your mat. So if you can, let's bend that left foot, left knee, and try to take a little bind to the ball or the big toe on the inside. You can stay right here if you choose. Inhale, reach the right arm up to the sky. Exhale, extend it out to your dancer pose of your choice. Inhale, start to release your hands. Bring your hands to your hips, your knee up front. Nice and high if you can. If you have to, you can always tap that toe down if you're finding that balance. Good. And then gently take that ankle on top of your right thigh and exhale, sit it down into a half chair, pigeon style. If you want, you could stay right here, reach your arms out long, or maybe you can fold forward. Reach the floor, or I have blocks. Inhale, release that foot back through to the floor. Come to a half back. Exhale, fold. Maybe allow your head to hang here just briefly. Inhale, come through to a nice flat back. Exhale, fold. Take your hands to the floor. We're going to step back through to your downward facing dog. Reach that tailbone up nice and high. Push those heels towards the floor if you can. Inhale, come up high on your toes, float through into your plank position. Exhale, push back through into your downward facing dog. So inhale, come up high on your toes. Exhale, let's lower our knees to the floor. Let's come into our table pose and just adjust your hands under your shoulders, your knees under your hips. Good. So from here, a couple of options. You can stay right here in your table pose if you choose. If you want to make it a little bit harder, turn your toes under. Make sure they're well planted into the toe joints. And then if you choose, lift those knees an inch or two off the floor. It's your hover table. Totally up to you here. And then inhale, see if you can reach the right leg out nice and long. Good. If you have that balance, you can always reach the left hand out. I don't seem to have it today. And then gently bring those toes back through to the floor, or knee, if that's where you're at right now. And another inhale, extend the left leg out this time. You decide if you want to leave the hand on the floor or extend it out long. And then gently bring those toes to the floor, lower your knees to the floor. Take them nice and wide, toes together, and exhale, come into a child's pose. Allow yourself to rest. Forehead comes to the floor. Take a nice deep inhale with your nose. Exhale with your mouth. Just taking just a minute here. Inhale, start to rise back up into your table pose. Let's inhale, come through to a cow position. Crown up, tailbone up. Exhale, come into a cat. Inhale, come into your cow. Exhale, come in through to your cat. On your inhale, come back through into your table pose. We're going to turn our toes under and exhale into a downward facing dog. So from here, maybe take your toes a little bit wider on your mat. Inhale, come up high on your toes. Exhale, lower your heels down. Inhale, come up high on your toes. Exhale, lower your heels down. This time, inhale, come up high on your toes. If you can, either step or hop nice and wide to the outsides of your hands, toes coming out. Good. Inhale, rise up, reach your arms up nice and high. We're going to exhale, come down to a little squat, hands to heart center. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, part way down. And inhale, rise up, reach your arms up high. This time, exhale, take it down to whatever depth works for you here. Might be a little different for everybody else, everyone. So you can choose to stay right here. Or if you choose, maybe you're going to practice a little crow pose. See where you're at right now. I'll give you just a minute to practice that. Maybe if you're in your crow, come on out. We'll inhale, start to rise. Your hips up nice and high. Walk your feet in about hip width apart. And through to a nice flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise up. Reach your arms up nice and high. And exhale, take your hands down into your heart center. Beautiful. Good job. Adjust your feet so you're well grounded, well rooted into your mat. Spine is long, heart over pelvis, head over heart. If your hands are going to come to your sides for a little support, with mountain pose or hands on your hips. On your inhale, come high on your toes. Lift those heels up. Exhale, lower your heels. Inhale, come up high on your toes. Exhale, lower down. This time, inhale, rise up. Reach your arms up high. Exhale, hands come through heart center and start to lower down. Allowing yourself gently to come down. Keep your spine long. Find that balance. Take your hands to your thighs or your knees. Try to adjust your back and shoulders nice and straight. From here, once you've found your balance, take your left hand to your right thigh. So you can exhale. Take a little tiny twist. Maybe only go a little ways. Maybe you can go a long ways. Whatever direction works for you. Inhale, come back in through center, readjust. Exhale, take the right hand to the left thigh and see if you can take that little twist. Inhale, come back in through center. And then gently start to lower to your mat. Be very careful. Just adjust. Take your hands behind your thighs. And then maybe inhale, come into a little boat pose of your choice. Good. And then gently on an exhale, start to lower down all the way to the floor. Little by little. Reach your arms out long, point your toes. Take a nice deep inhale with your nose. Exhale with your mouth. One more time. Inhale with your nose. Reach it out long. Exhale with your mouth. Inhale, bring those knees into your chest. Nice little rock side to side. Coming back up in through center. So we're going to try one more time. We're going to rock front to back and try to come straight into a boat pose. If your feet come down, that's absolutely fine. So we're going to run front to back, maybe 2 or 3 times. See if you can end up in your boat pose. Couple good breaths here. And then gently exhale, lower all the way down, little bit by little bit. You're all the way down. Reach it out long. One more time. Nice deep inhale with your nose. Exhale with your mouth. Tuck your knees into your chest. Give them a nice little squeeze. Let those shoulder blades be flat on the floor. Nice little rock side to side. Good. Take a couple good breaths here. From here, maybe just take your arms out to a T or cactus. Take a nice deep inhale. On your exhale, roll your knees towards your right hand side, maybe looking over your left shoulder. When you're ready on your inhale, come back in through center. Exhale, roll your knees to your left hand side, looking over your right shoulder if you can. Inhale, come back in through center. This time, take your soles of your feet to the floor. Tuck them up nice and tight to your body. Take your hands beside you. Before we finish, we'll inhale, come up into a nice little bridge pose. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, come up into your bridge. Exhale, lower down. So one more time, inhale, come up into your bridge. So if you want to, from here, take a bind, go ahead. If you'd like to do a back bend, that's perfectly fine. Or if you'd like to readjust and come into a shoulder stand, totally up to you today. You finish to where you want to be. It's your practice, your variation. Gently, wherever you're at, start to come down through to the floor. Very gently. Maybe take your hands to your shins. Take a nice deep inhale with your nose. Exhale, pull your knees and your nose nice and tight together. And then very gently in your time, start to lower to the floor. Come into the Shavasana of your choice. So maybe you want your soles of your feet on the floor, walk them out wide with your thighs laying together. Or maybe you just want to extend out nice and long. Legs out to the corners of your mat, arms out to the sides. Just take a minute just to allow your body to relax and to let go. To find your happy. And just take rest. Take rest. You can choose to stay in Shavasana as long as you choose, as long as you would like. Or maybe start finding your breath, finding a little movement in your fingers and your toes. Maybe your wrists and your ankles. Maybe extend your arms out nice and long one more time. Pull your legs together for a nice full body stretch. And then just gently rolling onto your right hand side, using your arm as a pillow into your fetal position. Maybe just noticing where you're at right now. Any changes that have occurred as you worked on your balance through this practice. Worked on your focus, on your happiness. And then gently in your own time, coming up through to your seated position, sitting up nice and tall. Allow your shoulders to relax, your jawline to be relaxed, your eyes are closed. Take a nice deep inhale with your nose, reach your arms up high. Exhale, bring your hands down in through heart center and gently bowing your head. Going into your evening, bring happiness and joy and balance. I thank you so much for coming and sharing this practice with me. It's truly an honor and a privilege. I wish you all a wonderful evening. Namaste. And thank you all. Have a wonderful evening, and I'll see you all soon.